So this video is all about the how this fits into your life and your business. So I mentioned this in the last video, delivering value first that's a new way to do business. And it really needs to be part of your business DNA. You really have to build that in. And so first you learn to launch, and then you'll learn to do it over and over. And this will just become part of everything you do. I'm actually using Product Launch Formula within the course. That's what I mean. It just soaks into every bit of your DNA. So, what sequencing, triggers, stories, if you actually take a look at how I'm actually teaching you this to you within Product Launch Formula, you'll see I'm using those same things as we go through here. So you will use it everywhere. You'll do that first launch, you'll do launch after launch after launch, and you'll build it into your blog posts, you'll build it into your emails, you'll build it into your products. These PLF core strategies and tactics line up with the way our brains work. It lines up with our connected world, with our more interactive world. There's more transparency and connection than there was a few years ago. There's more relationship, there's more building relationship and trust. Those things are never going to go out of style. But 10, 15 years ago, we had it when we were face to face, and we might have it with local businesses, but we didn't have it with these big businesses. Well, now every business, no matter how big they are, they have to have those core things. They have to be building those relationships. That's why this is never going to go out of style. That's why, Product Launch Formula, you're going to be aligning yourself with your market. And it makes you naturally attractive. And it's going to, when you do that launch, it's going to focus the spotlight right on your launch and your business and your product. But it's not just about that launch. It's not just about launching products. It's about building a business, because like I said, you are aligning your business with the way our brains work and with the way our market is moving towards ever greater connectivity, transparency, interactivity. So there are many, many paths to success within Product Launch Formula. I've already talked about this. You can have a new business or an existing business. You might already be an expert. Maybe you're not seen as an expert. Maybe you don't even want to be seen as an expert or the guru. I think about John Gallagher. And John, prototypical case study, the guy was on food stamps. He had 2 young children at home he was trying to support. He was going to school to be an acupuncturist. He was working in a nonprofit, could barely make ends meet for his wife and his 2 kids. So he was on food stamps. Came up, designed a board game. It was about edible and medicinal plants and herbs. It was an educational board game for kids about how to go in your backyard and pick plants and use them for food or medicine. He tried to roll out that first, he had a small newsletter list that he built with borrowed Wi-Fi and a borrowed laptop, and he built up this little tiny newsletter list, and he tried to sell his board game to them, and he sold 12 games. Then he got Product Launch Formula, put together a proper launch, and sold 670 games. So from 12 to 670 is pretty amazing. So he started with games, but then he also, and that was great, and now he sold 50,000 games. But that was just the tip of the iceberg, because then he sold a physical product. It was a kit for making herbal things, tinctures and whatever like that. So it was an herbal kit. And he did launch, every month he did a launch for that. Then he came out with a membership site. And that membership site was like $10 a month for this membership site. But he's got thousands and thousands of people on that membership site now. He does like 1 launch a year, or if he was for years, I don't know if he still does, but he's doing 1 launch a year for the membership site and would put in 400 or 500 people into that membership site. Well, 500 people is like $5,000 a month. And he would put those in, and those people would stick because they love him because of his pre-launch content. Then he eventually started to come out with courses, like online courses about the herbal world, about all kinds of different areas within that whole herbal, edible and medicinal plants and herbs market. Now the thing is John's not a guru. He's knowledgeable about his topic, but he is not the guru. But his role is bringing the gurus to the market, because there's all these gurus who know how to treat colds or help you physically, give you more energy or whatever with herbs and with plants, but they don't know how to market. So he's got the marketing skills and he brings them to the market. He's not the guru. There are a lot of people that follow that path. incredibly powerful, and John has built up this great business now. Now, on the other hand, there's Susan Garrett. Susan Garrett teaches about dog agility. She's a dog agility trainer. Dog agility is this little niche within dog training, which is a niche within the dog market, which is a niche within the pet market. But dog agility is a pretty small little niche. It's a competitive sport, and Susan's very, very accomplished, and she's a great, great trainer. And she competes, but she would also train other people, help train their dogs and train them on how to train their dogs. But she could only work with a few people per year. Well, she actually got Product Launch Formula with a goal to, I'm going to make my money back before the credit card bill comes in, and my husband can see it. Well, she did just that. First, she came out with an ebook. It was just an ebook from a bunch of past articles she had written, and she brought in $27,000 before that bill came in, so that was awesome for her. But since then, she's consistently just created one product after another. Again, online products. She's done launch after launch, and she's grown her business into a really serious business, and she is the #1 guru in the market, the #1 expert when it comes to the dog agility training market. There's no one that has a business anything like hers, gets the results that she gets, helps as many people as she does. She's built a great business. Now, she was a great trainer, but she wasn't necessarily seen as the top guru in terms of the training. Well, now she is. Then there's me. When I started, I was Mr. Mom, home taking care of a couple kids, a couple little babies. I started teaching about the stock market, which was crazy because I didn't have, I wasn't a stockbroker, I wasn't a registered investment advisor. I didn't have any of those things going on. I didn't have any credentials at all. I just started publishing. And I became known as the expert. The interesting thing was that there was someone in the background who had far more expertise on me, and I was publishing a lot of his work. And so, and we were partners. And so I was publishing his work. He was in the background, and I'm the front man. So as far as the world knew, I was like the expert, but I really had someone in the background. So you can see there's different ways to go at this. John Gallagher, he brings the gurus to the market. In a way, I brought the guru to the market, but he didn't want his name out there. He wanted my name out there. So it's just a different way to do it. Built up a very, very nice business, ran that for 8 or 9 years. Now me, version 2.0, with Product Launch Formula, then again, I'm set up as sort of like the expert or the authority or the guru, whatever word you want to use, but I'm teaching my own stuff. And I started off with a seed launch. I sold 6. The first time it was a product launch workshop. I sold 6 of them. And now I've got over 10,000 students. And I've gone on to I'm the #1 New York Times best-selling author. I get asked to speak all over the place. And so my expertise has just been built up just by doing launches and people seeing me do my launches. And now I'm sort of top of the heap there. And in fact, now I get asked to speak all the time, not just on marketing and not just on business, but other things like even personal development. And then there's Greg. Greg is probably my most successful PLF owner there is, period. Greg's sort of a similar thing. He's not the front man. He's not the guru. In their business back when he first got Product Launch Formula, way back in 2006, he was struggling, just to really make this business go, to keep it profitable. Well, he took PLF and he just ran with it. And he just ran and ran and ran. And he keeps up to date on PLF. He keeps on getting better at it. And he's now done over $50 million. Again, he's not the front person. He's not the expert. Came in with a struggling business. And now over the last 10 years, $50 million in launches, plus a lot more going on. So there's lots of different paths through Product Launch Formula. All those people I talked about, right? None of them have where they're teaching you internet marketing, where they're teaching how to make money online, all different kinds of niches. The thing that all of them have is it's all about making incremental change. It's all about doing the one launch and getting better, that launch stacking, the results stacking, where you just keep on getting better and better and better, taking baby steps and moving forward. So there's many, many paths, and you don't know what your ultimate path is going to be. The thing is Product Launch Formula is just like this superpower. It gives you this ability to create this amazing promotion at will, whenever you want. And as you're going to learn, it's not just a promotion for products. It's a promotion, it shows you how to influence people and how to get them to take action. And that action could be making the sale. It could be getting them to buy your product. It could be getting them to join your list. It could be getting them to call you up for an appointment, to attend your seminar, to buy your book, to watch your video. No matter what, Product Launch Formula is going to get you there. It might sound crazy, but it's great for products, and I'm going to teach you those products. I'm going to give you 100% exactly how to launch your products, but it's more. It's about you. It's about you becoming a center of influence, becoming attractive. And I'm not saying attractive like physically attractive. I'm just saying like where people are naturally just attracted to you. They want to be around you. They want to be part of your world. It makes you more charismatic, more powerful. And once you have those things, you can have anything you want. Anything you want. The business side becomes really easy. For me, business is really, really easy now. It's just, it's not hard. It's not hard for me to make sales. It's not hard for me to grow my business. It's not hard for me to attract an amazing team. When you become attractive, all those things become really, really powerful. And the thing is, you can make money or you can save the world. You can make a huge impact on the world. And most of my PLF owners, they start off, maybe they just want to make money, but they evolve towards a greater sense of purpose. There's this entrepreneur's hierarchy of needs. You've probably heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs here, but this is the entrepreneur's hierarchy of needs. And I've been thinking about this for a long time, and my business coach, Dan Sullivan, has helped me think about this as well. But when you start out, it's usually about money when you start on business. And frankly, for some people, these are turn around. Usually starts off, you just want to make some money. You just have to pay some bills, build a lifestyle, support your family. And then after you got that money part taken care of, then it's about, okay, I need some time. Sometimes it's flipped around. People come in, they've already got money, and they need some time. So sometimes these flip around, but basically at the bottom you have time and money. Freedom of money, freedom from want, freedom of time to do what you want. Then when you get up in here, when you get your time and money figured out, then it becomes relationship. Who are you with? Who are you working with? Who are your clients? Who do you get to help? Who do you get to serve? For me, one thing we don't suffer bad clients. We fire clients. Like if we have a client and they're not treating my support staff the way I want them to, we'll say, thanks, and here's your money back, and have a great life. We just don't deal with people that, there's just some people in the world that are hard to work with, and we don't deal with them. And I suggest you do the same thing. There's nothing more empowering than firing clients. And if you don't know that yet, you will learn it soon. So after you get the money and the time figured out, then it's about relationship. And then once you get all those in place, then it does become, generally for most people, it becomes about purpose. And one of the words I love is impact. I mean, for me, I've got a pretty simple lifestyle. The business does really well, and I've got this great income. And you're never going to hear me say I've got too much money, because that'd just be bad mental programming and bad energy to put out in the universe. But I'm doing okay, and I don't really. It's not like I have to do another launch to make more money. But I have to do another launch to make a greater impact, to help more entrepreneurs, because those entrepreneurs go out and they help so many other people. It's those ripples. I help people, and generally people I help are those kind of people that are out there helping more people. And then those people out there in that third ring, they're just happier, and they're achieving more, and they're feeling better, and they got better relationships. So they impact so many more people further out. So it's wonderful. And that's what it's about for me, is purpose. But I see this happen for so many of my PLF owners, is they go up this hierarchy of needs. They go from money to time to relationship to eventually purpose. You can have all of those if you just take this stuff and you learn it and just embody it. So yeah, that's Product Launch Formula for you. It's been a crazy ride for me. It's going to be a crazy ride for you. Welcome aboard. The thing is like I said earlier, you don't know what your path is yet. I don't even know what my path was. When I was teaching about the stock market, I thought that was going to be it. And then I started teaching PLF, and I thought I was just going to teach a few launches, but now I'm teaching people how to change the world. And so I don't know what my end game is, but it's been a great ride. And I know it's going to be a similar ride for you. And welcome aboard. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be amazing for you. So we're to that part. This is your community practice here. Your last video in this core section, the PLF course, is your last chance. Scroll down, leave a comment down below. This is practice. It's practice getting you involved, getting you taking action. And also, I just want to build a community here. So leave a comment. Tell me, where are you in your journey? Did you find yourself in any of those stories I shared? Or just scroll down and tell me, say, I'm here, Jeff, and I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to build my business. I'm ready to change the world.